Hey folks, welcome back to the Mr. Global channel. Unfortunately, I am going to have to continue talking about electricity bills and utility prices because they are still rising rapidly, honestly faster than I predicted. And it's continuing. And the really bad part about this is we haven't gotten to the really high natural gas prices yet. These electricity bills are rising now for other reasons, and the high natural gas prices that are coming is only going to compound this. So I'm going to show you some examples and kind of show you how this is playing out. First, before I get started, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for following my channel. Let's roll this clip from this woman in New Jersey.
No outstanding balance just for the month of July. Want to guess? $950.
That woman's electric bill has ballooned to $950 a month, and she's on the average. So she's going to have to pay that every month. And I'm getting stories in my inbox and sent to me daily of people's electric and utility bills going up $200, $300, $400 a month. And these people are on the average. I just got a message from a lady who's on the average, and every year she has to pay what she should have paid throughout the year. So if she didn't pay enough on her average throughout the year, they charge her at the end of the year. She normally gets about a $200 extra bill at the end of the year, and then they adjust her bill. This was a PSEG customer. Her bill at the end of the year was $1,400, her underpayment bill. And her utility bill was basically going to double for the next 12 months. I have spent a lot of time on social media over the past few years trying to explain energy security to people, and I think where I may have failed is people think that a loss of energy security means you're not going to have access to electricity. I think that's what they think it means. That's one of the definitions. Another definition is an inability to afford energy. If you can't afford something, then you are not secure in that thing you cannot afford. And electricity, that energy, is a requirement. It's a staple. It's a must-have. It is not something you can do without. And in many states, people's electricity bills are climbing at a rate where they're getting to a point where they are having to make very tough decisions with their budgets. They're eating less food. They're doing outrageous things to try to do life, basically. Let's look at the states where this is happening the most. So here behind me, we have the most expensive states in the United States for electricity by, kilowatt hour. Hawaii obviously is going to be expensive. It's out in the middle of the ocean. So that's a no-brainer. Connecticut, California, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maine, Alaska, New York, New Hampshire. One thing you might notice there, a lot of those states are in the Northeast corridor. Utility rates are skyrocketing in the Northeast corridor due to extremely old and aging infrastructure, and companies are having to spend billions of dollars to replace their old infrastructure. And guess what? They're charging their customers to do that. Yes, they don't have to use their profits to maintain their systems. They get to just charge you for it and keep their profits. And one thing you'll notice about the cheapest states, largely rural areas: North Dakota, Idaho, Montana, Utah, Missouri, Washington, Wyoming, Nebraska, Oklahoma. I'm fortunate to live in Oklahoma, where electricity is really cheap. Washington is cheap because they have massive resources of hydroelectric power that is cheap. But these are the cheap states. But let's go back to that other screen. If you look here under Maine, right here, their utility bills on average have gone up 37%. That's just in 1 year. Almost 12% in New York, 10% in Connecticut. And here we have the states with the fastest rising electricity rates. Maine, obviously, 37.3% increase. Why? Transmission cost and grid upgrades, which is basically what I was talking about before. New York, basically the same thing. Rising demand and infrastructure investments contribute to higher cost. Louisiana, increased energy demand, weather-related grid. Indiana and Illinois, only on a couple of these states do they bring up natural gas prices. But what is happening in a lot of states that have aging infrastructure is the demand for electricity is trying, how do I word this? It's getting to a point where it's about to surpass the capacity of these old grids and these old infrastructure. They can only handle so much, and the demand is outgrowing the infrastructure that exists. I don't know if they can rebuild it fast enough. And if you get to a point where demand outgrows capacity for transmission, you get into really high electricity prices. And what is really concerning for me, and I've been warning people about this for a very long time, and this has been playing out even faster than I predicted. We're looking at natural gas prices for 2026 next year, probably going above $5. And keep in mind, they're probably around $3.20 today. I haven't looked today, but that's probably about, So they're going to increase by 40%? That is going to add massive cost to electricity bills. This is happening next year. It is going to happen. And the whole time I've been telling people about this, talking about it, writing about it, trying to warn people, trying to let people know so they can prepare any way they can. The whole time I've gotten pushback. Oh, you're just fear mongering, and you're just trying to get clicks and views. I wish these people could see the electric bills and utility bills that people send me, because this is going to get significantly worse. And if you live on a tight budget, if you can't afford an extra $200 or $300 a month for essentially nothing, like you're just getting the same thing that you got before. Actually, you're getting less because you're going to be paying that or more than that while trying to conserve energy at the same time. So technically, you're not even going to be getting as much. You're going to be spending more for less. And this is coming to a lot of people. Mid-Atlantic states, Northeast Corridor, West Coast, it's coming. You already see it coming. You're seeing the early signs of it. You're freaking out. I'm here to tell you it's good. It's a good time to freak out because it's only going to get worse. This situation is not getting any better. And with massive cuts to renewable energy in the big, beautiful budget, that is only going to amplify this problem significantly. This is something I've seen coming for a very long time. I've been talking about this for a very long time, and there is this perfect storm of events that is all converging together. And probably in the second half of 2026, that's when it's probably going to be the worst. Now, obviously, a lot of things can happen in markets with natural gas prices. You never know where markets are going to go, but all the signs are pointing up, up, up for natural gas. There is nothing pointing towards downward pressure being applied to natural gas. It's not a thing. That doesn't mean it couldn't become a thing. That doesn't mean some world event couldn't happen. Things can happen. But with the rate that we're building LNG terminals and exporting record amounts of natural gas out of the country, that's only going to continue to put upward pressure on our natural gas prices and therefore our electric bills and our utility bills. You have till the end of the year to do something and get credits for it through the federal government when it comes to solar or whatever. If that is something you can afford, if that is something you can swing, if it fits your home and your situation. Don't just go buy solar. Make sure it's a good investment. There's a good chance it's not a good investment for you. It has to work for you. It doesn't work for everyone. So that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments section. All right. I really appreciate all you guys' support. Sorry to be such a downer, but I'm trying to give you guys a heads up on what's happening and what's coming. Thanks.